thought I was always gonna have my dad around. Why did you leave? Did you not care about me? Did you not love me? Going into manhood, and just because the world says, oh, you're a man, but you have no model of what it means to be a man, to be a father. I don't know how to do this. I did not have the ability to love others because I was in so much pain, and the pain was in the forefront. This wasn't here when we were growing up. Like, this wasn't here, this court wasn't here. There used to be like a little spot where we would go and just swim. This is a lot of memories on this street. A lot of memories. How you doing, Mom?
I'm fine.
How you been doing?
Fine.
Come on in.
Just doing some back
You still making any tea? You having tea?
Yeah, I got some herbal tea. Yeah.
Can we make some tea, Mom?
Yeah.
It smells good.
Used to clear everything out. Me, Henry, and Leonard.
You just have to get a rug. You're not getting we're talking about. I'm just getting we're talking
Yeah, everybody want to sit down. I'm doing that with my boys.
Yeah.
You want to get some of the old scrapbooks, Mama?
Oh, yes. I had to see which one I stuck it in.
I remember Henry with the.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. These are some Leo's baby pictures. His birthday.
So
too.
that's Henry and Leonard at the piano.
Right.
Is that the same piano, Mom?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't realize we had that piano that long.
Yeah.
Gets knocked out. Now the interesting thing is this listen of today is what I want to see. I want to see what Father Time has taken out of the guy. Now what I noticed about Clark, I watched him in training for about 10 days.
My dad was a pro boxer,
And this guy,
which is not an easy sport. Pretty brutal sport. I think the highest he was ranked is 5th in the world, fighting the likes of Ken Norton and
I should have been doing this right.
Sonny Liston,
Give it a listen movement.
Ernie Shavers.
This is it.
Like, you're not talking like some for some Johnny Lunchmeat type boxers. Like, he fought some pretty big names.
Over the years, you have doubtless come to know Sonny Liston. We've been talking about Henry Clark. Let's meet this rising but still relatively unknown youngster. Age 23, Henry Clark.
Any boy longs to have their dad as like their hero. I had that.
This is one of the 3 brothers. The 2 and 3. That's the old picture. This one. When we first moved to Sacramento, right over there, that's where he took that picture.
These are some old. I haven't seen these in so long.
See how old my books are. They kind of worn.
But this is good to see this stuff.
Your dad going to one of his fights.
This is bringing back a lot, Mom.
Yeah.
Like these old, like Mom, you have some old pictures of Dad that I didn't know you had.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
that
got
one
that
here.
picture.
Oh. My dad would come to my elementary school. I remember at Susan B. Anthony, my dad would come and kids would run up and want his autograph. So to know that that was like, hey, that's my dad. That's my dad. Like, right, like that's pretty cool.
Boxing just wasn't for me. He was too brutal for me, so it was hard going to him. I went to 2 fights and I got embarrassed because I couldn't be quiet. I was hit him, hit him.
I remember that.
This is what their dad used to do with him all the time. He used to kick him on the back.
Yeah.
And stuff.
He used to always carry us on his back like this, and then we would hang on, and then he would kind of sit up.
One thing that Leo has that my father had was a gift of gab. We used to go to swap meets every weekend. Whatever he had, he can sell it just by speaking to people. And Leo kind of caught on to that. So that's one aspect that he definitely got from his father, and also the drive that my father had.
Growing up, you know, there was different fights we had to have in the neighborhood, and I remember a bigger dude kind of picking on me, and then my brother Leonard came and kind of took care of that guy. So that guy went and got his older brother, and then Leonard went and got Henry. Henry comes back and kind of handles his brother, and then he's like, I'm going to get my dad. And there was like, everybody's like, no, don't have them go get their dad. My dad had this way of just always looking out, you know, and he made me feel like I could do anything. Like I felt like I had everything. Like I thought I was always gonna have my dad around.
Some of the pivotal points in a boy's life, especially early years, is so important of, am I loved? Do I have what it takes? Is the world safe?
Uh-oh. You get the feet. If you don't get up, you get the feet. Come on. No laying back down, man.
It's good D action. You gotta play defense like that in the game. Right there, Levi, game. There it is. Oh, stay with it. Hey.
Let's meet this rising youngster, age 23, Henry Clark. How will you fight the fight? On the inside, body punching?
Well, I'll be, inside with body punches. I'll be, moving from side to side. But at no time will I ever move back, because I move back from no one now. Because I think a forward style is, the best style I have in boxing.
Growing up in San Francisco, we used to go to the infirmary right down on Mission and 10th, where I used to work out quite a bit and train.
That's my brother Leonard. The gloves are so big, and Henry, that was a big hand, I was helping him up.
And he was very good. He got to the point where he got fourth he was fourth ranked in the world. He actually was on the undercard of the George Foreman and Muhammad Ali in Zaire, Africa. But never could get quite that championship fight.
You know, when your dad went over to boxing Africa, a lot of things changed then when he came back. You know, your dad had got discouraged about the boxing because he was supposed to have a championship fight that was promised to him by the fight promoter, and he canceled that out for him, and I think your dad got a lot of discouraged from it. So a lot of things changed. He even stopped boxing.
I wanted to do things with my dad. Teach me how to box like you. You know, just do things with me. I wanted to follow him everywhere. I just wanted to be around him. This is how it's always going to be. I didn't even see it coming. All of a sudden, he just left. How do you go from having everything to almost like riches into rags? Like he just left. Just like that. Like it seemed like just like that. Like, whoa, what happened? Where are you? My dad's a warrior. Like my dad goes to battle. My dad goes to fight. But he didn't fight for me. I know I blame myself. I don't know why I did, but I did. And like I had to have done something. Like why would he leave? Like why would he leave me?
Something that Leo and I had in common is my dad wasn't around. I mean, it's a lot of things that you miss out. And I only notice that now because of having kids, you know, that you miss out growing up. And the importance of having a father to help guide you and to help encourage you, to instill a toughness in you, to help you develop a passion and desire is very important. And you begin to look elsewhere at different other places.
I had some incredible big brothers, you know, and Henry and Leonard looked out for me.
I had to become more of a father figure as well as, you know, being the big brother.
Henry was like, Dad is gone. My siblings need me. The love of basketball came from my big brother. And I saw he was so good at it. I think my brother was dunking at 14. The roar of the crowds, man, they're calling his name. Like, how cool would that be for someone to be calling my name one day?
He was actually the ball boy my junior college years. Wherever I went, he was going.
Early on, I wasn't that good. I was a competitor and I could play defense. And so I would try to go all around town and ride my bike at the time to play anywhere I could play pickup. I was just trying to get some run. So you see the little fascia board on the side? I would take an old bicycle rim, and that's how I worked on my shot. I nailed it up on right in front of the garage. And I would have to make it all net because if I didn't, the nails would come out and I have to nail it again. Drove my mom crazy.
When we played, I didn't allow him to score. And he would get frustrated, but he eventually beat me. It was a close game, but he eventually beat me.
We would have these battles, and that competitiveness is where, like, I was like the thrill of competing. Like, I just fell in love with it. My freshman year of high school, I tried out and I made the JV team. Being a part of something, being a part of a team, being a part of a family, I was like, I want that. Not having my dad at my games, that was tough. To see the different dads in the stands, I can still picture them to this day. To see the different dads that were in the stands for their sons. And it felt like I was cheated to not experience that.
A lot of people have potential, but potential is just that without hard work. It's just potential. You never truly tap into it. In order to be great, you have to have an understanding of who you are, be willing to listen, and be coachable.
I had keys to the gym, so I would go in there and practice late at night. Anything I did, I would just go 100%. Wanting to win every suicide race. Like, I'm just gonna go, you're not gonna outwork me. Working on my ball handling, working on my shooting, working on every aspect of my game to get that shot. And I start getting letters from Division I schools. We're noticing your skill level. And I wanna play for these conferences because I wanna like perform and I want to get a chance to play in the NBA. Like, it was like, if I can make it to the NBA, oh man, my whole world would change. I need to prove to my dad, like, no, you shouldn't have left me. Like, I'm gonna be somebody. You're gonna notice me. You're gonna notice me.
Coaches we are father figures to a lot of kids. Because a lot of times we don't know what's happening in the home.
Ended up at Virginia Intermont and playing for Coach Phil Worrell. I started becoming one of the better players and started to be recognized like, hold up, like, no, Leo can ball. I just came off a really good, junior year, and I get this call in the summer from Sharon. We had dated and broke up, and she was like, I'm pregnant. I was crushed. Like, all these different things were going through my mind. Like, do I go get a job and give up everything? And I started looking at teammates who didn't really care much about making it in basketball and begin to compare them, like, why not them? Like, why me? Was just trying to figure it out and work through it because I didn't know how to be a dad. And, I wasn't there for the birth of Nate. I was terrified, I was afraid. Like, literally, I was clueless. And it was like, all right, let me turn to what I know. Getting back to work, training again, and looking for that next opportunity. It was about me making it. I was just driven, like, in basketball. It's the only thing I saw was basketball. I want to make it. I want to make it. I want to make it. I wasn't getting recruited like by NBA or anything like that because at the end of the day, they're looking at somebody graduate from Duke, North Carolina. But I was like, hey, if I don't get a shot in the NBA, I would love to go overseas. And there was a team in France that needed a replacement player. And I was like, I'm out of here. I was playing the pickup game. I was coming down on defense. It didn't have much traction, so I slipped. And my knee tweaked a weird way. I couldn't move, I couldn't jump, I couldn't cut. I wasn't Leo, I wasn't 100%. And my knee just wasn't getting better. It's like, this is not happening. You do all of this training, you put all of this into becoming this player, and then boom, just like that, one injury just wipes you out. And you're just like, what do I do now? Like, what do I do now? ended up going back to the States. I get a call from Brother Henry saying, hey, I just got some news to tell you that my dad passed away. At that moment, man, I hit like rock bottom.
He probably took it the hardest out of all of us. Anger, a little frustrated, pissed off.
I still had so many questions. Why did you leave? Did you not care about me? Did you not love me? And in my head, I want to ask him these questions, but he's not here. Like, I want these answers so bad.
I remember he called me and just was heartbroken about it. When someone dies, that's it. That's the end. It's, what could have happened? Could I have done anything different?
Father wounds can be that really clear and overt, like abandonment or abuse, but there also can be more subtle words that weren't spoken, or him not paying attention or not delighting in you, and sometimes those can be just as damaging as the more overt. There's overwhelming amounts of research about the psychological impact of a father's absence in a child's life.
I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to turn to. So I just went into like a hole. You can have this beautiful facade outside with the smile and everybody thinks, oh man, that dude has it all. That was me. But inside, I was hurting. And I began to bury that pain.
We carried on 2 and checked in 1. We should have 2 now. We had to lighten up the bag.
Ah, okay. So let me know when you get your bags, and then we'll come around there. All right. Okay. All right. Love you too. Okay, bye.
Gave himself up to her, that he might sanctify her, having cleansed her by the washing of the water. It is a token of my love and my faith.
Years later, I'm a husband now. I'm a father of 2 now. Got 1 on the way, and Nate's a teenager. My kids are looking at me. You're the man of the house. We didn't know how to talk to each other. Like, I didn't have a clue of what it was like to communicate with my sons. So I didn't know how to talk about emotions or talk about life, talk about things that were like serious and important. I didn't have a clue.
Follow through.
Just because the world says, oh, you're a man, but you have no model of what it means to be a man, to be a father. Like, I don't know how to do this. I don't want to screw it up, but I don't know how. I started to ask myself, what do you want people to say on your tombstone when it's all said and done? Oh, Leo came, he lived, he was all about himself. All he wanted to do was play basketball. He never really cared about nobody. He never gave of his time. It was all about him. My goals, my vision, my dreams, this is not enough. There has to be more. Where is that more? I was looking for that more in basketball, but could never find it. I was given this book, Wild at Heart. I was like, nah, man, I'm good. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm all right. And Buddy invited me to a men's conference that was geared around that book. I said, all right, and I go to it. And I get there, and I'm like, I'm in a dorm room with a bunch of people that I don't know. Like, I was by myself. I'm like, what did I get myself into? There was a session about the father wound, right? And it broke me because I didn't realize how much I had masked that pain. I was sitting in the kind of dorm room setting. Man that I didn't know comes to me out of the blue. It's like, I'm sorry I wasn't there for you. I'm sorry I wasn't there for your games. Your dad's saying he's sorry. How could he know? This guy doesn't know me. I didn't hear those words from my dad physically, right? At that moment, God was sending him to bring him in at that moment to say, I'm sorry. When I went back to that painful moment when my dad left, healing process that I didn't know existed started to happen.
The most powerful part about exploring a man's heart is recognizing that there are these younger parts that do get impacted by these father wounds and that the healing is possible. A lot of times what can happen is that if you don't heal these wounds, is that behavior, those experiences are almost patterned in your heart. They kind of get stuck. And so you eventually learn that as just the way you operate in the world and end up actually repeating that to those around you later in life.
When I go back to the young Leo and reflect on these different moments, I can see myself in my dad's story. There began to be this wake-up call. Being abandoned and then abandoning my son. How did I get there knowing that the pain that I went through? How did I get there? I began to recognize, how did I hurt my kids? I've got to do better. And that's when I started to fight to want to see my son Nate. Yeah, I need to show up. Spending more time with Nate, going to see him in South Carolina, and then having him come see me, that's when it began to kind of click.
What's up, man?
What's up,
Oh man,
what?
You too. All soul and everything. What's up, Leah? Can you give me some love?
It's been what, almost 4 years?
It's been
Since I
3 and a
joined?
half. 3
3
and a half, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not seen you since your graduation. He has been off serving our country. Lucas is trying to figure out what's the surprise? What's the surprise? Like they're gonna lose their mind when they see you.
I can't wait to see them.
Yeah.
Should I knock?
Yeah.
All right. LJ, what's up, man? What's up, dude? He's so tall, man. Look at you, man. What's up, dude? You got a chest on you? How you been doing push-ups? You guys dunking on me now?
Yeah, probably.
Probably? Oh, your voice deep?
Now you gotta compete against Nate. You gotta try to beat Nate.
Play some basketball now, man. You know, shoot a little bit, get some shots up. There you go, move your feet.
There we go.
Just like that.
There we go.
Move your feet, stay low.
But do it without fouling.
Stay low.
Play strong, strike strong D. All right?
LJ's shot is on point right now.
It's gotten better. See how he turns sideways instead of just going?
Yeah. So much potential. As soon as he starts taking it up strong, and as long as you give it to them, they won't expect it from a guy that's physically smaller than them.
Exactly.
And it's like times that you tell me, like, listen, don't be afraid of this dude just because he's getting up in you. Like, go at him. So
that's the thing. Guys will start backing up. If you blow by guys a couple of times, they'll start backing up.
Yeah, I know you guys.
Oh,
hey, no.
That's 10.
Yeah, slow down a little bit. What you see?
Come on, you got energy.
You're right there. Woo! Oh no. Oh no. Ooh, oh no.
Want me to shoot
Hey,
it?
try dunk it on him this time. Try dunk it on him.
Want me to shoot it?
Yeah, put him into the paint. Look, you better back up.
Hello?
That game.
That's game.
Yeah.
I get it now, the responsibility that I have. I missed a lot of the younger things in his life, just like my dad missed out on mine, right? And so I know that hurt Nate. I should have been pursuing him. I don't want to be the dad that I didn't have. I want to be the dad that each one of my kids need.
We repeat the sins of our fathers. You know, it happened with Leo, but the great thing about it that he was able to redeem that time.
Very, very early on, Pop, like, I mean, you can go back to when, you know, I would just get to see you like once every summer where you would come see me. I would always wonder, I'm like, hey, Mom, like where's Dad going? Like, I want to go see Dad. Like, a lot of times I would always wonder, like, man, I wish my dad was here to observe this moment of me playing basketball when other kids would pick on me. And it took me a while to heal from that.
When you look at our stories, there is these similarities, you know, but I don't ever want to discount what you had to go through. I'm sorry I wasn't there more.
There we go. Nice.
God has strategically
That's right.
taught me how to be a dad.
Love you too, bro. Glad to have you here. Glad to see you again.
Slowly but surely, I'm becoming. I did not have the ability to love others because I was in so much pain, and the pain was in the forefront. With restoration, it allows me to love others well. It allows me to love my kids well. That's the cry that I wanted from my dad, to love me. And I know I'm not getting that from my dad. My dad's not coming back. I forgive you. I love you. My heart began to soften. That put me on a whole different path.
Get low from the start, okay? Low from the start, Lucas. Okay?
Throughout the years, basketball was about me.
Head up.
There was a
Right
selfishness.
now you're looking down, okay? Get that head up.
I had some friends that, ended up doing a basketball camp in Texas. And so once a week with them, we'll do these clinics / practices.
But now,
And
don't let him be lower than you. Don't let him be
when I see kids improve and get better and come from struggling with no confidence and watching them become, like, that was like, oh, that's where it's at. And I didn't know that it was gonna turn into this basketball development thing. Next thing you know, I'm training up to like 65 kids. But it was so much more than just basketball.
Go!
All this time, I was training and I'm pursuing and I'm pushing and I'm trying to make it as this player. That was just preparation for now. I enjoyed teaching because I know what the feeling was like on the other end. I start to look at this adversity that I went through, and then
Get low, go, come on, go, get low, go.
God began to show me that I had something to offer these kids who were facing adverse situations in some form.
Leo is he's a natural leader, and he has a heart for the next generation. Kids are very impressionable, and for him and I, we want to leave our thumbprint. All the years of experience, all the stuff that we went over, all the heartache, everything, we want to try to imprint on them so they don't make some of the same mistakes.
I will never forget my big brother Henry taking the time to be like, hey man, come roll with me. You may not be as good as us now, but don't worry about it, you'll catch up, and I got your back. It made me believe I was like 6'5". When you guys start having each other's back, it's gonna change. I'm telling you, it will absolutely change things.
Who knew that through basketball, I was gonna mentor and father many?
If Leo hadn't made it, would he be the father that he is today? If Leo hadn't made it, would he be touching the lives of kids as he has today? You look back over the lives that he's touched, the young men that he's touched, those young men needed him at that time in their lives. And if he would have made it to what we say, make it, what would have happened to those kids? So I think he made it. I think it was what it was supposed to be.
Go get it on 3! 1, 2, 3, go get it!
When you put it all in perspective now, I believe God protected me.
I want you
I got
to be that leader, man.
Okay.
All right?
Okay, so I'll sit here. Let Daddy sit here.
Do I get to sit next
Here.
to my wife, Levi?
Hey, then you're at the head of the table, I'm on the other head.
That's a nice
That's very dangerous.
I love unsweetened.
It was the second
No,
time in a row I
it
got a
doesn't-
sweet
it
tea.
doesn't
I was
have
like,
a
regular
regular
tea, like
Well,
the
the
green tea,
Royals
right?
party?
So
No,
it was
I
me
didn't
and
jump
you
off.
chasing those two.
Yes.
Right during rush hour it happened.
Here you go.
Oh, appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
Ooh, this mac and cheese.
Here,
so good.
baby.
Thank you, buddy.
A little bit too much.
Give me that barbecue sauce steak.
We had a snowstorm here in the Austin area, and so many plants just were toast. We're like, are we gonna have to replant everything in our front yard? Like, things are just dying. And I look at spring and to see things come back, things that we thought were dead, come back. When I look at my story, things that were really dead inside of me, that were so painful, that were buried, there was this resurrection. I didn't get to ask my dad these questions. I've been able to experience a lot of healing, a lot of restoration, even though my dad left.
Something that had to be done. We had to break that cycle. The cycle of a father not being there to support you. And, we had to break that trend.
As a brother of his, it is a great example to see because you need that. You need those anchors in your life. And he is truly an anchor.
Follow through.
A man that never deals with his pain, how can he be that for his kid? Or anyone? So now I'm in this season of learning and growing. Because you have this window of opportunity to be a dad, cultivating relationships that I want to last a lifetime.
Let go.
Oh, you sure? Okay.
I can see different parts of my life in my kids and their different struggles. And I look at every single one of my boys. Every one of them's gonna have a different story. The one consistent is I'm gonna be a part of it.